Yeah, hi.
Good morning. This is a big deal.
It is. It is a big deal, and it's fantastic just for the game of football in general, I think.
How hard is it for women to be a referee in such a male-dominated, sometimes sexist sport?
I think it can be difficult. I think it can be, you can walk onto a pitch and the first thing that people see is woman or old, for instance, or they judge you on what you are or what you look like. You don't look like what they've seen. But I think actually once you get on that field and you use everything you've learned in your training, I think it should be forgotten if you're a male or a female. You're just the referee, and you're referred to as a referee on the pitch. You're given the respect regardless of if you're male or female. So, yeah.
And Sarika, it's quite interesting, isn't it? This World Cup has been plagued with criticism about a lack of diversity. You can't be gay. Women's rights are pretty damn poor in Qatar. So here you are, women will be refereeing matches for the first time in the World Cup, and they won't have to wear head coverings. How significant is that?
I think the whole movement is significant. I think it's not so much about, obviously there's a setting, and Qatar has all the controversy that goes with the FA Cup, the World Cup's already been held in Qatar. But I think it's more about the fact that women are able to walk on that pitch to do what they're trained to do, what they do day in, day out. Stephanie Frappart is a very experienced referee. She's proven that she knows how to command a field of that calibre, and she will do that. And I would hope that after the first 10 minutes of the game, we'll stop talking about the fact that there's a female making these decisions, and just that it's the referees and that referee team who are out there making sure that this game is fairly played.
Do you get much sexist abuse from the players? Be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fairly newly qualified referee, so I've learnt the hard way. I mean, I've only been doing it for about a year and a half. I support grassroots mainly with I've got two sons who are in football, so I do my very best to do as many games for them as I can. But, you know, I've got boys, so I stay in the boys' games, although I do referee female football also. But yeah, I walk on a pitch, and I think a lot of it is to do with when I first started, I would walk on as an imposter, because that's what I had grown up watching. I'd grown up watching male referees, so I also felt like a bit of an imposter in that field. So I almost had to unlearn what I had grown up seeing. But then I think very soon you kick into place your learning and think, well, actually, I'm here to do a job, and I make a very firm decision in the first 5 minutes, and everybody forgets that I'm a female on that pitch and that I'm just there to make sure the game is played safely, fairly, and it makes no difference that I'm a female or if I was a male. So, yes.
And what do your boys make of it? They must be incredibly proud, bit of a trailblazer for mum.
They are, and they are the reason I do it. Along with they play for a lovely team, Headstone Manor, and all the parents and the coaches are all volunteer. You know, the coaches are all volunteers. They're all fantastic. So they've all pushed me into doing it. And at the beginning, I was being dragged into doing it. But what I love is that my husband absolutely hates football. So the fact that my kids actually nudged me when they were talking about needing volunteer referees. My kids didn't blink an eyelid. They'd always been refereed. They're only 9 and 11 now, but they'd only been refereed by men. But they never ever blinked an eyelid when they said, "Well, Mummy, you love football. You could do it." And I said, "No." And then I thought, well, actually, hold on. Two boys, what kind of a message am I giving them if I'm saying no? So I decided to fully upskill, and I've been so lucky to do some fantastic things, and they love it. Although when I referee them, they usually walk off saying I hate the referee because I'm very strict. So it's all gone well. So yeah.